Aloha kako na puho wa'ine, ka'uho ka alasito here, aka Kale, depending what region you're living in for your monetary mana'o of the day. Aloha kako. Today is, what is today? Monday. Welcome back. New week, new work, right? New hustle, I meant. Still same work, but new hustle. Wanted to talk today about couples. Okay, I came across a video that was sent to me by my entrepreneurial team talking about women on how they kind of are, or I guess men, or a woman saying on how men are not so much concerned about what a woman makes, but I guess are more focused on what a woman spends. And it might be different from women to men. I think the men are more concerned on what the women are more concerned on what men make, and men are more concerned about what women spend. I mean, it's up for debate, but just wanted to talk on that, on how, and I was talking to my partner today too, on how are you with talking to your other half about finances. My partner is in a relationship, as well as myself, and I know that Julia and we talk freely about our finances and our and our businesses and whatnot, but I wanted to know what my partner's situation was, seeing that she had recently got back together with her ex. And I'm trying to be as private as possible on this, but I was just curious, like, what do you talk about finances, and if so, how in depth do you get? And I think her response was they do touch upon it, but when it comes up to it, it kind of just veers off the path and ends up diverting out of the subject. So I'm just curious out there if you guys can comment or respond or whatnot. I'm curious if you do have a spouse or other half, and do you talk to them about finances? Are you freely open about your finances in your accounts? You don't necessarily have to have joint accounts, and I guess you could still be private with your accounts. But if you can think about it, if you're coming from a third person point of view and you see a couple that is not willing to be open with their finances, what does that say about the relationship? Is there trust? I mean, doesn't sound too much like there is trust in a relationship, so what would you need? What are you hiding? But being open about it, just like anything else in a relationship, is really going to help, especially seeing that finances is one of the biggest things that can tear a relationship apart, right? We need money to purchase everything in our lives, almost everything, but practically a majority of everything. So why not be up and up with what you're making and what you're spending, so that way when you do coordinate in a very close mindset kind of a way, other things will come up too. Like if you know how much you're spending, how much you're making, and then you start saving. Obviously people want to save, right? But it's also good to save for a purpose. You cannot just save to save, because you're not making any money. Banks have a terrible return of investment, so saving is not good. Also, they say that money is like, they say it's currency, right? And currency is like current, or like electricity or water, where it has to keep flowing in order to make more money. If you keep it stagnant, what does stagnant water look like? It has bacteria, it smells, it's not very appealing to anything. So always keep your money flowing. So having a savings is great, having an emergency fund is even better, but once you get to your emergency fund, which by the way is 3 to 6 months worth of monthly income saved up, and then you have your debts very low, now you can get to the point where you're going to invest, and you want to use that money to make more money. Okay, so having all this together as a couple, you might come up with certain ideas, but now you have another supportive person that can bring more ideas, and you can help each other make more money. Making more money is going to give you more options. Having more options is going to have less stress on you, so you can live a better life. It doesn't necessarily might not be happy, it might not be better, but it's definitely going to be less stressful, and we can all agree to that. Okay, so do you talk to your other half? I suggest you do. I suggest you hear them out and let them listen to you, hear what goals are, and kind of coordinate, write things down so you can see what each other are thinking about, and then just make a very good, bountiful, and happy relationship for you and everybody around you. Okay, Ka'uho Ka'alasito here, aka Kale, depending what region you're living in, for your monetary mana'o of the day. Have a great day. Aloha.